I've been in treatment for 6 months today, December 11th. And I'm gonna be leaving in less than 24 hours. Which is I don't think it's quite sunk in yet. I don't know if it actually will until I get home. Which I've not been home since June 11th, 2020. And it's a feeling I've never felt before. I've never been away from home this long. It's just a strange thought to think that I'm gonna be in my place again. And with my family and my friends. I mean, maybe not so much my friends, because COVID, but I'm just excited to say that I'm done. I'm gonna be going to the public school in my area in January. I'm gonna be living at home. And I've said this a lot, but I'm not gonna miss this place at all. Not that it's the most horrible place in the world, but there's not much about it for me to miss. But I'm gonna miss the people in it. I think you meet a lot of really cool people when you're in treatment, especially the staff or guides. You know, I had some incredible guides in Wilderness, and there's some pretty cool staff here, especially therapists. And so I'm definitely gonna miss the people, but not the place. And I've not hugged my family in, what is it now, 108 days because of COVID. And I've also not had a haircut in 108 days. You can see I'm looking pretty shabby. So I'm really excited for both of those things. I think it's pretty clear one over the other, but I don't really have much to say, just because it's still sinking in, and there's a lot of logistical stuff. I'm gonna have to wake up at 6:30 tomorrow because we're leaving at 8. Takes a little bit to get to the airport, and so tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at 6:30. I'm gonna come to the main building and then get all my stuff, go to the airport, and get in a plane and go home. Within that time, I'll probably do some recording. I don't know if I'll speak at all, but I'll definitely record some stuff on the plane, and you know, just for old time's sake. So the next time I talk to you, I'm gonna be either on the plane or I'm gonna be at home. And that's a really nice thought. In less than 24 hours, I'm gonna be in my home. And in less than a week, I'm gonna have had top surgery, which is really great. And that doesn't really even feel real either. It feels like some sort of fantasy world. But it's real. Yeah, just thoughts before I go, and kind of a goodbye on video to this place. Next time I talk to you, I won't be here anymore. At the airport right now, just kind of waiting around for everybody else to get their stuff done, and then I'm gonna be on the plane.
For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the...
I'm home. I'm at home. I am here at home. And it's not sunk in yet. It's not sunk in yet. I thought that I would feel it. I thought that it would like sink in when I got on the plane or something. That didn't happen. I thought that it sunk in when I saw the city that I live in through the window of the plane. I saw a very significant building of the city. I was like, "Whoa, my God, I'm here!" And it still didn't really sink in. It didn't sink in when I hugged my family for the first time in like 3.5 months. It's still not really sinking in. I'm in my room right now, and that's why it's the audio is weird. It's echoey in here because it's kind of empty. I have furniture, obviously, but there's not really much. I have a bunch of suitcases and stuff, but there's not really anything on the shelves. I just started putting stuff on the shelves today, and it's kind of empty in here. There's nothing on the walls. I'm excited to put it back together, though. it's gonna be kind of therapeutic, you know? Put my life back together after being away for 6 months. It's a feeling I've said this before, you know, yesterday, which feels like a million years ago, that I've never felt a feeling like this before, and coming home really hit that. Because I keep getting into this trance where I'm like, oh yeah, like this is normal. I've done this before and I've been doing this for weeks and months and years. But I've been gone for 6 months, and I have to break myself out of that and realize that, like, I just got home today, and I'm gonna have to get used to stuff. I'm gonna be sleeping in my bed for the first time in 6 months. And I had dinner with my family on our dining table for the first time in 6 months. My mom made this butternut squash lasagna, which is my favorite dish. Highly recommend. It's amazing. And I hadn't tasted that for 6 months. And so many things are coming back to me. Like, I have not had anything with avocado in it for 6 months. And is it just little things like that is, it's incredible how things come back to you when you're in a certain place. I walked into this room and I took a deep breath, and the smell, for some reason, just, it hit hard. And I thought, holy cow, I'm here. When I smelled that. And I'm just going on and I'm ranting now, but it's an incredible feeling, and I'm just so happy to be here. And it's so familiar, and you walk around your house or apartment or condo or whatever you live in, shack, igloo, and you know every part of it. You know every nook, you know every cranny, you know when things begin, when the stairs begin, how long the stairs are. You know the shape of everything just because you've navigated it daily. And it's strange because I'm kind of having to do that all over again. And then another part of me just knows what to do because it's muscle memory. It's muscle memory that has been stowed away for a long time. But it's muscle memory because this is my home. And it feels like that if I step in the wrong place or I pinch myself or something, it's gonna shatter and I'm just gonna be back at boarding school or something. But it's not, and it's real, and I'm here. And I'm recording this on my phone, which I've not had my phone for 6 months. It was weird seeing it because it was familiar, but it was foreign. And it's also funny because I only had a phone for about 2 weeks before I went to Woods. Because I got a phone for my 14th birthday. That was always kind of the agreement. And my birthday is in late May. And I went to Woods in early June. So I only had it for like 2 weeks. I keep saying it's weird, and I know that's not a very descriptive word, but it feels, because it's not a descriptive word, it's very broad. And there's a broad range of emotions that I'm feeling right now. Because I'm looking around, and my room isn't exactly how I remember it, because I've said this before, but it got painted and kind of remodeled a little bit right before I left. So I hadn't slept in it a week before I left, just because people were like working on it and stuff. And so this right here, this navy blue used to be like a baby blue. This gray, it used to be white, and then the orange is still here. This couch I've had all along. So it's not exactly as I remember it. But it's familiar all the same. And the rest of the house is as well. And my family is all too familiar. And I think I'll wake up tomorrow and it might hit me. But it hasn't hit me yet. And I think I'll wake up tomorrow and open my eyes and think, what the But then I'll realize the reason I'm freaking out right now is because I'm at home. And I'm not in boarding school anymore. I'm not there anymore. I'm in my own bed, which it looks foreign right now, if I'm being honest. I know I'm not going to sleep well tonight just because of the day and what happened today and my bed, because I haven't slept in it in a really long time, and so I'm gonna It sounds so weird, but it's a kind of a sad thing for me. I'm gonna have to get used to my own bed again. And I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But it's somewhat a sad thought to think that I'm going to have to get used to my own bed. But you know what? I'm here now. And that's all that matters. And I know I won't always be this over the moon about it, but I am right now, and I'm gonna soak that in while I still can. I have a lot of unpacking to do. It'll take a couple of days, but this place will look lived in again. And I'll find some sort of place to record. It probably won't be in here. It'll be somewhere else, which I have some plans for that. But that'll be for another video. So, overall, coming home, 10 out of 10, would recommend go home. And stay there. Social distancing, quarantine. Don't go out very much. Stay home. But in all seriousness, I'm glad to be here. It's about time.